I'm 60 years old, 41 years. I signed my first record deal when I was 19. And I met Frank Williams. And you know how you meet somebody that you always wanted to meet, because he was already with the Jackson Seminary before Mississippi Man started. So we was in Augusta, Georgia, and he came up in a limousine. Where's Katrina? Okay. So, and Tommy right there, and Jerry was a fireman at the time, I believe, wasn't it? So he walked up to me after our song with Shirley Caesar. It was our first record deal over at Atlanta International. If everybody remember, Rough Side of the Mountain was a big song back then. Stayed on the chart #1 for so many months. So the record executive told me, he had a cigar, he said, if you can sound like Rough Side of the Mountain, I'm 19 years old. He said, if you can sound like this, because it was selling so many records, so he said, you can really win over here. So Frank came to me and said, look, on your next record, come home to Mississippi. So I'm going like, Frank Williams is telling me to come here. What I'm trying to say, a long story short, Frank Williams became my mentor when I was 19. And so, anytime Tommy then would open those doors, he'd let me come in. And they had an 800 number or whatever it was. We didn't have no cell phones then. And I was doing like a 9 to 5 going there, thanking people when we got our first signing over there to promote my record from 8 to 12. Then we take a break and come back and do it like a 9 to 5. Telling people thank you for playing my records. Frank said, Paul, every time you cut a record, every year, put a song on there you can sing in church. So he said, I don't care if it's near the cross, pass me not, put something like that on there, or make up your own church song. I gotta take this time, y'all, please bear with me. So time goes on, and Frank did a great reign with the Jackson Southerners. Then comes the Mississippi Mass Choir. And I want to encourage the Mississippi Mass Choir because of this. Sometimes I don't know, some artists may not know who you are and whose you are, but I want to encourage you, if you just started here 2 months ago, you are standing on the platform of an iconic choir that has blessed people over in Spain. And then when I became, y'all use the same because Dorcas can I used to go over there and eat sandwiches at their house, but don't sound best sandwich mama. But here's what I'm saying. Here's why I had to separate that. I could go and shake Doris' hand, right? And David Curry, who was one of the greatest guys in the world. But one day, I went down to Nashville and I was sitting in the audience and the Mississippi Mass came up and Mama Burke started singing and the Holy Ghost came in and tore up Nashville so bad that they couldn't keep going. You remember that? And the end result, it disrupted until the cameraman started, hey, look, we got to go on, we got to go on. I sat there in that minute, took myself out of all the times I've been over your house eating sandwiches and said, God, this choir's representing the state of Mississippi. And you're killing it all over the world. I am so proud and tears ran down my face. So I want everybody, I don't care from 2 months in here to a year, to 40 or 20 years plus, know that whose you are and who you are. Represent well over this world because I am so blown away. Out of all these albums, I was going like, oh Lord, I showed this is my bucket list. I want to say, I gave up. And then Jerry called me with his knucklehead. After all that, I said, okay, I ain't gonna never sing with this. When he called me, I cried like a baby because I'm y'all biggest fan. It gets frustrated right there in the choir. I mean, I understand some of the things that the overseers are making decisions, but thank God for Malachi opening the door to give y'all this outlet. Everyone give you two days in here. Be encouraged. Tell